Afghan President Hamid Karzai has increasingly put the focus on reaching out to insurgents. It is expected to be a key issue when Karzai visits the U.S. next week.
Hezb-e-Islami is the second largest insurgent group fighting against the government in Afghanistan. A senior delegation, including Hezb-e-Islami's second-in-command, has been in Kabul for the last 3 days. It could mark a dramatic breakthrough in the Afghan leader's attempts to sever the back of the insurgency through negotiations.
It is very important for the United States to put its signature on this peace process, otherwise there will be no peace process. And they continuously are saying that it is not going to succeed, this war is not going to succeed unless there is a peaceful and political process.
This is David Petraeus on an NPR report. He says, I do think you have to talk to enemies. And then he goes on to say, you don't kill or capture your way out of an industrial strength insurgency. If there are opportunities to identify and then isolate the irreconcilables in certain of these areas, and then reach out to the reconcilables, key word, reconcilables, of course, that's a preferred course of action.
A new Pentagon report presents a sobering assessment of the Taliban-led insurgency in Afghanistan, saying that its abilities are expanding and its operations are increasing in sophistication.
I think there's an increasing view of the international presence in Afghanistan being primarily American, and there's an increasing view of it being something of an occupation.
Until this occupation is there, they are going to fight. Don't expect anybody not to shoot at you while you're holding a gun at them. If you're holding a gun at somebody, don't expect flowers. They're going to fight you.
In a lot of ways, I think it's the lack of access to political power which is keeping these fighters on the field. They want a say in what their local government looks like. They want a say on how their communities are run. And until offers, I think, involve something along those lines as well, it's going to be difficult to imagine very many laying down their arms.
Now, Ronald Reagan and Democratic presidents like JFK constantly spoke to Soviet Union at a time when Ronald Reagan called them an evil empire.
I left my education and I went and I fought Russians in 1979. So I don't think that the military machine that they have put in Afghanistan is going to work.
There's a crisis moment coming here where President Karzai and the U.S. have to decide how to treat the Taliban politically and whether or not to reconcile.
This is the time to make peace because there has been enough fighting. As General McChrystal has said, that there's enough blood been shed and there's enough lives have been destroyed, enough treasury has been lost.
Nothing's changed with respect to my belief that strong countries and strong presidents talk to their enemies.